No one's gonna go to this channel for anything.
No, I'll post it on Reddit. We're gonna leave views.
Oh, and we're live.
All right, welcome back to NFL Rank. Interesting week of wildcard games.
Also,
I said wildcard, not All Star.
no, I
Uh,
said I'll say.
yeah, I'll say yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not I'll say. Yeah. Good luck.
anyway. As you can see, I my predictions were for the most part pretty good, except the Seahawks who just pissed a bet against the Rams.
Oh yeah,
I should have bet on some of these games. Could have made some serious money. But
maybe Bill.
anyway, this video is about the divisional round. Let's start off with the first game, which is the Browns versus the Chiefs. And Browns is the Browns, which is what the Steelers thought. But
Browns are the Browns.
28 first quarter points against the Steelers, most any team has ever done. The Steelers really came out unprepared. Like this is a reason why I don't like resting starters. But anyway, um, so yeah, the Browns are coming in pretty hot against the Chiefs, right? And the Chiefs have only been barely beating teams in the past few weeks.
Oh no, don't say this.
No, but listen, no, I mean, you think I'm picking the Browns based on what I'm saying, but no. What a lot of people have told me about the Chiefs is that, oh, they're just going easy on everybody. They're waiting for the playoffs to fully unleash, and I feel like that might be true, to be honest. Like, because why are they playing all these teams so close that they should be beating easily?
Because it sucks.
So I feel like this game is going to be really a high scoring game. But I got the Chiefs pulling it off. Mahomes,
Wow.
he's too magical. He's the next big star in this league, so I can't pick against him.
He's the current star in this league.
Yeah, current and next.
And well, Brady's next.
Current in the future. No, I was Brady's 43.
He's playing at least 50.
He's gonna break his back soon. Anyway,
carrying the team maybe.
yeah, by carrying the team. And then anyway, next we have the Ravens and the Bills. Now, good win against the Ravens. I mean, good win against the Titans for the Ravens. Lamar finally won a playoff game. Got that chip off his shoulder. And now he has to versus the who many people think is the second Super Bowl contender after the Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
I feel like the Ravens are just too one-dimensional. Like, Josh Allen could do what Lamar does to like a lesser extent and more. So I'd have to go with the Bills. Like Lamar can throw. I mean, Lamar can throw a little bit, but he's mostly just a runner, right? Josh Allen can run and throw, so I'm going with the Bills. All right, and then we have the Packers and the Rams. Now the Rams had a great win against the Seahawks. Wilson, I don't know if Wilson's ever going to win MVP, man, to be honest. Like he was looking so strong at the beginning of the season. That's tough. And Jared Goff came in with injured thumb and did his business. But now he has to go to Lambeau and face the soon-to-be MVP, Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers, there's no way he's going to go out like this in the divisional round. So I'm sticking with the Packers.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers pulls it off. Then we have Bucs Saints. Now, I don't like this matchup, to be honest. I don't want the Bucs to play the Saints this early. But the Saints did destroy the Bucs 2 times in a row. If they were close games and they won both of them, I'd feel a bit worse. But since they destroyed them, clearly like it must be the Bucs' kryptonite, right? And the Bucs barely beat the football team. Godwin was dropping passes. The secondary is just not that good. And the Saints have all the weapons like finally healthy for once. Kamara, Thomas, all those guys are gonna be playing. I feel like Tom Brady's gonna have to put up a lot of points to beat the Saints defense.
You bet, baby.
But I don't know. I don't think he could do it. It's gonna be really close. It's gonna be really close. But I gotta go with the Saints, man. I gotta go with the Saints.
That's crazy.
I can't do it. So, yeah. I think for today, let's just pick the divisional round for today. So
yeah,
it's your turn.
Out of ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's time for me.
Yeah.
So let's start with the AFC. And you look at the Chiefs, you look at the Browns. The Browns put up a clinic against the Steelers last week, put up 28 points in the first quarter to their 0. Big Ben still threw for 500 yards, so that defense is a liability, which of course Mahomes will expose himself throwing 500 yards this week. So expect some very high numbers, some very crooked numbers on that scoreboard this weekend because Mahomes is going to go wild. They got no one who can contain Hill, Kelsey, and Nicole Hardman. It's not happening, baby. Okay, Chiefs are going to demolish the Browns. Next, we got the Bills, we got the Ravens. Now, they both played last week, and the Bills didn't look too bad. Actually, Allen looked great, as he has all season. Defense, on the other hand, was a bit shaky, as it has been most of the season. But I think that they won't have too much of a problem containing Lamar Jackson, who only put up 20 points against one of the league's worst defenses in the wild card round. For that reason, I think that it's going to be a high-scoring game, at least on one end of things. I think Josh Allen's going to put some numbers, and I think Lamar Jackson won't. I just don't think Lamar Jackson has enough, despite how well he and the Ravens have been playing these past few weeks, to put himself past the Buffalo Bills, who've looked outstanding for the entirety of this season, and especially lately, winning 6 games in a row to close the regular season and their last wild card game in pretty convincing fashion near the end of the game. By the way, it was pretty funny to watch Phillip Rivers throw a 55-yard Hail Mary. Couldn't even get to the end zone at the end of the game. He's got to retire. I feel like every episode here I'm blasting Phillip Rivers. That's because I hate him. I hate his 7 children. But it was a good effort nonetheless.
You think Rivers needs to retire?
Yeah, I think he needs to retire and really pave the way for at least one of his children to make the NFL.
You picked the Ravens, right?
No, I picked the Bills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Packers, Rams. How the Rams made it through the Seahawks is beyond me. I didn't see it coming. The fans didn't see it coming. Quite frankly, I don't think the Rams saw it coming. But their starter did get injured. John Wolford got hurt on that nasty tackle from Jamal Adams. And Jared Goff came in with his broken-ass thumb, and they had no one to back him up since Blake Bortles was inactive. So if Goff got hurt again, they would have been done for. But somehow they sneaked through with a big day from Cam Akers. So I guess that's how they make it. Definitely a disappointing end to the season for the Seahawks. Or should I say the Seahawks. And, I think Los Angeles does have a lot of momentum now. They do have a great defense, possibly the best defense in the league. But am I going to say it's enough to stop Aaron Rodgers? Hell no. No, Aaron Rodgers is going to win by 20-plus points this weekend because that's what Aaron Rodgers does this time of year. Lastly, we have the Saints and the Bucks, a game which my partner devastatingly called the Saints to win for. It's a funny thing because, yeah, the Bucks only won by 8 points, but throughout the entirety of that game, did I ever actually fear a loss on the side of the Bucks? No, I didn't think
you said it was close.
I don't. It may have seemed close on the scoreboard, at least on paper.
They're like the worst team in the playoffs right now, man. And
I'll give it to you. They're the worst team in the playoffs, but I didn't find it to be close, despite what the scoreboard may lead you to believe. They had complete control of that ball game, and Tom Brady did whatever he could, despite the lackadaisical performances from a lot of his teammates, such as Chris Godwin with some brutal and uncharacteristic drops. The defense, which was allowing points to a former XFL player, Chad Henneke, who will probably throw more interceptions than the touchdowns when Washington makes the ill-advised decision to make him starter next year.
You mean Taylor Henneke?
Oh, yeah, Taylor Henneke. Chad. Yeah, we should restart.
No, continue.
And also, they were missing Devin White too, who, some would argue is the best defensive player in all of football. He actually scored the most defensive fantasy points out of any player in all of football this year, and he's going to be back next week, having recovered from COVID. So that's going to be a big boost to their defense, and I'm sure he's going to be looking to get all up in Drew Brees' grill and really put an end to that wonderful career he's had. On the Saints side, they've got some players. Sanders was pretty much absent that game, and Drew Brees looked his usual mediocre self in the wild card round. But I just think he's going to have to step it up if he actually wants to compete with Brady, because despite what these past two meetings between the two teams have suggested, this isn't the same Bucs team that lost them twice in a row. This is a new Bucs team, a revamped Bucs team, a team with chemistry, and they're going to mow through the Saints this weekend.
Sure. I mean, based on what we saw last week, I think they're the same, but go ahead.
We shall see. We shall see, baby.
All right, so we all have the exact same picks except for that one game where you for some reason decided to pick the Bucs. But
for some forbidden reason, I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea either. Just
really. I think Tom Brady will give you an idea this weekend when he throws for 4 touchdowns and 400 yards. To go with his 0 picks, because that's just the kind of thing he does in the playoffs.
I bet you said that the other 2 times too, right?
I'd not say that. Last week, honestly, I thought he was going to take it easy, rest his laurels, because he knew this was a beatable team. He probably just took it down a notch.
I'm saying, I bet you said that the other 2 times they played the Saints. I bet you said that.
Oh, the other 2 times they played the Saints?
Yeah, before the game started, I bet you
honestly,
said that.
Maybe I did, but even if I did, I mean, they still hadn't gotten the chemistry. Antonio Brown looks dynamite with Brady now. They completely are on the same page. Godwin's going to be back to his usual form. Evans is going to be completely healthy. That receiving core is going to be intact next week.
All right. We'll see. We'll see.
Thank you to our 2 subscribers for watching. We will be back to you with our next predictions. This is going to be a hell of a week of football.
Championship round next week. We'll be back. Yep. I guess we'll see you guys next week, whoever's watching. Right. And we're done.
Nice. Excellent podcast.